It's time to talk about one of the most famous submarine Seaview adventures, Return of the Phantom. Previously in the series, Voyage had done The Phantom Strikes with this guy in front of you, Alfred Ryder, playing the ghost of a sea captain. The episode was very Twilight Zone-ish. It had an ending. The Phantom, as he goes by, the name he goes by, he apologises for all the problems he caused. He realises that he is out of step with current times. Nelson says, well, we've probably seen the last of him. But guess what? He comes back. They just say, well, to hell with that wonderful ending we did in Phantom Strikes. We'll just bring him back regardless. Well, In this sequel, Return of the Phantom possesses the body of Captain Crane. I know there are some devoted female Voyage fans who mainly like Voyage for David Hedison. Well, this is the David Hedison episode for you. It's been reported that David Hedison likes this episode more than all the others in the series. I would argue that is not entirely correct, but yeah, I certainly like Return of the Phantom. David Hedison, he speaks in a false accent. He's trying to mimic Alfred Ryder. That's Riley on the left. This is the last episode with Riley. This is the last episode of season 2. Riley had to, it was now in production, it was in 1966. Riley had to get involved in the war currently going on. So that was the end of Riley in Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, but Kowalski remained with the series. Sharky is not in this episode. There was a pay dispute, so Terry Becker, who played Sharky, is not in this episode. Instead, the comic moments are made by Riley and Kowalski in front of you. Riley is forever remembered for one line of dialogue made in Jonah and the Whale. He says, "Man, dig that fish." Apparently, man, dig that fish. Apparently, there was a convention in the United States in approximately 204. Riley was there. Apparently, he remembered the "man, dig your fish" because some fan approached him about it. He got a good laugh out of it. So, "Man, dig that fish." One of the great lines of comedy in Irwin Allen television. David Hedison gets to perform with a woman. During the production of Voyage, David Hedison was a bit annoyed by the fact that he couldn't perform with women. It was always, guys on the Seaview. The man from Uncle had women, so why didn't Voyage? That was his view. So at last, in Return of the Phantom, David Hedison has many sequences with a island girl on the left there. The photography is very good, but that globe of the world, it's so attention-grabbing, it's almost distracting in some early sequences of this episode. There's crewman Ron in red there. He's not allowed to speak, but in this sequence it looks a bit awkward that he's not speaking because he's looking at Nelson walking down a corridor, behaving very oddly. You would expect him to speak, but he doesn't speak. The reason he doesn't speak is it costs money if these extras start to speak. I give this episode 9 out of 10. Alfred Ryder also made an appearance in Irwin Allen's underrated Swiss Family Robinson TV series. Stu from Australia, signing out.